Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
Fire 716 Step two.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
What's up, fam? It's Frank
and Tyra. Tune in to Keeping the Fire
every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Are you ready to launch your business, but you don't know where to begin? Join the Iberio Business Center online program, which serves the Finger Lakes in Rochester, New York. The business course is offered in both English and in Spanish. Take advantage of the different speakers and their expertise throughout this course. The online program includes a pitch competition, which will assist you with funding for your business. For more information, visit Iberio.org or call 716-418-4782.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am John Smokes.
This is DJ Boost, the Beat Bully.
And every Friday here on Fire 716 Radio from 7 to 9 p.m., we will be hosting our show, The Back Room, where we play nothing but hit songs out of 716. We'll also have local music news, events, shows, and more. So make sure you tune in every Friday and check out the talent created in our booths and studios. The phone lines will also be open for requests, comments, and more. Thank you for choosing Fire 716. Peace.
See where we at. Good morning, y'all. Good evening. Good afternoon. You might hear nothing.
You know the sign language?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Let's see.
27654. Yes.
There we go.
Fire 716 Radio. Let me just confess myself. I tried to stay home. I did try to stay home. Just for a short time. For a short time. But when it calls, it calls. Hello. Good morning. You're locked in the room with my homegirl, Jay Cherie. She's back
In the building.
like she's never left.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, she must have got fired. No. But she's back.
I didn't get fired. I was on a sick and shut-in list for over a week. It's ridiculous.
Back to back.
Money Mac in the building.
Good morning.
D Chanel Studios, you know what I mean?
On the track.
On the track. Kev on there in the building. What is it? Putting in this labor, hard work, and dedication to the movement.
You know.
Shots by him.
We out here working.
I got shot by him.
Who you get shot by?
How y'all doing this morning? How y'all feeling, man? How's your week? How's the weekend? How's life? The weekend's coming up. It's been
Yeah.
2 weeks to look at you. Maybe
Huh?
nobody knows.
Well, I was about to be like chicken in the China, the Chinese chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the white girl inside of me, Piper.
Piper.
That's her name.
From Charm.
No, I'm gonna call out Daniel the Dark Knight because his wife said he's probably asleep. So just throwing him out there.
Dang.
Boom. Because y'all be cracking on me. Payback.
No, valid. Empty seat is your time, okay?
No, facts.
She was like, "Oh, he's okay. He's probably asleep." Putting him out there.
Putting him out
Facts.
there. It's been a long week. We are in transition to the new building, and we are closer.
It's been a journey.
Close. We are so close. How close? Real close. Real close. How close? Today close. Huh? It's going down. I'm a little bit exhausted and tired. Yet I'm excitedly nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be good.
They're the same emotions, you know that?
Huh?
Did you know excitement and nervousness
The same.
are the same emotion?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. So instead of just saying nervous, I'm gonna be like, I'm so
just
excited.
Yeah. That's it. Even when you die.
Good morning, Fatima. It
Are
is
you
Fatima Fridays.
sure? Because when I'm nervous, I'm never excited. I'm just nervous.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying about
It's the
not to
feeling that you get. Like you might, but you equate it with being scared or afraid versus it's just my nerve. I'm low key excited for this moment. It's just something different. It's okay.
You know,
Okay.
I see the man on TikTok say that, and then
I'm like, I could go through the whole biology of the psychology and how the brain works, but I am tired and I need to save this brain power for class tonight. So I'm going to let you have that for right now.
yeah,
Do that.
because I you know,
But no, my week was full of a lot of ups and downs besides being sick. I don't know how to sit. I said this earlier. I don't know how to sit. I was clearly out of breath. I couldn't really do a lot, and I decided to organize papers and almost pass out. So I had to go and go lay back down. But just a lot of crazy information, ups and downs all week, and then to have to go to class today, knowing there's some other stuff going on. It's
kind of sucks.
kind of sucks a little.
oh, it's good.
Yeah, but that was my week.
We press.
Yeah.
I said we press.
Press. No, valid.
Man.
That's just, but that's just what it is. That's what it takes. I ain't gonna hold you because a black man,
Speak, black man.
has been putting in work.
You really been busting your chops.
Yeah.
And I gotta go touch up some stuff.
Shereen, good morning. Love
Good
you.
morning, and making things happen. And I'm glad, but
Tired. You need
I'm
some-
tired. I got some rest today, by the grace of God. It was a consecutive hours of sleep, which is a benefit. The children were laid out in a deep slumber. So that was great. When I got home at 2:30 in the morning, I at least slept from 2 easily without a interruption until 8. Until 8. I was there. Okay, bam. And what's crazy is it had to be y'all because I had already missed 2 phone calls prior. Because I had scheduled 2 rentals for 2 things, and they both called me. I didn't answer it either. So I was been there at 7 o'clock. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the day brings. We are in transition.
Right.
If this 8-foot, does that sound like a terrible situation? Pole fits efficiently in this vehicle, there's no need. I will work it all out.
Wait, what?
There's an 8-foot pole.
Yes.
That efficiently fits in the vehicle. I'll work the rest of it out.
Are you talking about to transfer to
The transfer to the new space.
It'll work. It'll work.
You guys are magical, so I'm sure.
I mean, all you can do is go in straight. What you mean? To the front, in the middle, down the line,
or out the window.
Out the window.
Get it out that angle.
That backdrop is
The pole.
that's what you're talking
That's
about.
exactly what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
okay.
It's one pole.
It's the backdrop. It's the roll around, roll up backdrop.
The backdrop, not a pole.
It's the backdrop
just
go on
long.
the pole. Okay.
No, right. But I'm thinking, but most polls come in like.
No, I took the poll out. But
Oh,
the,
got
but the
you, but the
backdrop,
backdrop
itself.
solid.
Okay,
Solid.
got you. Because you said
whatchamacallit?
trying to get this poll. I'm like,
Spinning the
hey,
block.
facts.
Central poll.
Facts. But okay, the
Yeah,
backdrop itself.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
if that works, probably won't. They'll just work. I'll work it out, but it's happening today.
Yeah.
I came to the realization yesterday that I really didn't care about school. When I got an 11 out of 20 on something, it was like, well, screw that teacher anyway.
That is the right way to go.
With your terrible directions, everybody out here getting bad grades. On
Listen,
this joint.
no,
like I
listen,
just did
facts.
not care. I was like, forget you. You dropped me down to an A-, jerk.
Yo,
like,
if you don't take that A- and walk across that stage,
leave me alone.
No,
Perfectionism.
I won't.
Leave me
Because
alone.
N words like me out here missing weeks of class.
Not the week.
Doc.
Well, I mean, that's life
complete
choices.
zero.
That's your life choices not to
No,
log in.
listen,
That's that ain't got nothing to do with this expensive tuition I'm paying. That's
That's crazy.
no, it's
Said not the week.
It's been
the week.
busy.
That's how it was when I was going to Kent State. Oh man, we was just partying so much, and so classes, forget about them.
No doubt.
Like, oh yeah.
I was
Whatever.
definitely in the cafeteria when I first went to college. I was
Computer lab every day. Facts.
I was macking. I was swiping my card for folks. I got your food. Say less. I got you. Fume. What you? Fume.
Yo, not living off campus, right? Going on campus to get food, just to sit in the computer room, to go back and get some food, to go home. That was your boy.
My favorite meal when I was going to college at camp.
Sheree, not the second day.
Oh, I feel it though. School is not.
It's not
easy.
for everybody.
School
It's
is not meant for
It's-
everybody.
oh,
and I
God.
keep telling people, just because you graduate high school, that does not mean you have to go to college.
Facts.
There are trades that are going to be paid, that are getting paid more than me, and I am racking up almost $100,000 worth of educational debt. Being a plumber is going to be being paid more than me.
Yeah.
Might want to get a side
Starting
hustle.
out,
And then
because I will have my own
I
practice.
would say you have to try and see. You got to try and see. For me, it's
Mhm.
like don't say, "Oh no, it's not." You ain't made an attempt to see.
No facts.
I get that, but for me, I think because I was a good culinary chef, and then I skipped class with the theater took me in. But at that time, like I told you, I was playing the cafeteria, so my grade point average was just trash. Trash. But when I went back to college after that, I maintained that 4.0.
Facts.
So it's like, hey, okay, take me to the. But I don't know what it was. Cum laude capilano. That's something they said. Come on, to.
Magna cum laude.
I'm not paying $75 to honor me. I see y'all when I see y'all. No valid. But I think that that's something to test out for sure. But there's trade out there. That's just there's masonry work. There's floor laying. There's building of wall. There's things to be done.
Yeah.
That may not require a sit-in class tutorial. Mom, what you talking about? Because I can't see that far.
She said, say it again. When they said the amount and the word loan, heck no to the loan. Well, Sheree, my first attempt at college, I did well for the first semester. And then I realized I didn't have to go to class, but I could maintain a GPA enough to get into like a kind of like a community organization. Once I got in, my GPA went down to like a 1.2. Like, I was not going to class. I looked my roommate in her face. It was like, class was canceled today. She's like, for the fourth day in a row? Yep. I just was not,
because I canceled it.
I was not going to class. Like, I left before they kicked me out.
Said it's canceled.
Yeah, like I legit was like, they was like, yo, academic probation. I'm getting ready to get kicked out of here. So I left before I got kicked out. Like, y'all ain't gonna have that on my record. It's a duh. So yeah, that's why I take school seriously now, because I legit wasted like $40,000 worth of education just hanging out and doing nothing.
When I went to Full Sail, I took Full Sail very serious. Like, I took it serious. The only reason I couldn't continue to go was because I couldn't afford it, and I didn't have anybody to help me with that situation. So I literally just I literally had to leave on an emergency, leave my stuff and leave. But when
Oh,
I
you was
at
down
Full-
there. You was really in the presence of the Full Sail.
Oh yeah, I was going to school down there. I graduated when I was 17. I moved that same year, in October. October? Yeah, October. Had my own apartment.
She said I was on a constant bangle pause.
Oh,
Yeah.
And their classes, the way that their class is scheduled, they want you to have real world experience.
Yeah.
So they had classes that were 8 hours long. And yes, I'm not joking. Some classes were 8 hours long because it was supposed to be like, you're working. Yeah. And some of the classes were like started at 1 o'clock in the morning. Some classes started at 5. Some classes started at midnight. Like it was very. They wanted you to have experience working.
Yeah.
Period. I loved Full Sail. The classes was fun. I enjoyed it. It was never. Like Full Sail was amazing.
8-hour class.
It was,
it's like
seems that
a
way, but
shift,
a
work shift.
It was nice. Like a lot of times we were doing different projects that like the one project where we had to actually draw on a piece of paper like a little monster or whatever you wanted to create, and then transfer it onto the computer. And they had these giant like tablet type things where you can draw and do all this stuff. But it was a project, so the whole day, this is the stuff that we were doing, and it was teaching you Photoshop, Illustrator, and stuff like that. It was like it was a good time. If I had the money, I probably wouldn't be here right now because I would have just stayed in Florida. I loved Florida. It was nice.
Florida, sweet.
But yeah, Kent State. That was the second college, and yeah, when I got there, it was just me and my best friend. We had our dorm room together, and we had seen each other, and so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we was down at the hookah lounge.
Not the hookah hoop.
Oh my goodness, that hookah spot was the spot. Everybody went to hookah. It was fun. They had a little dance floor,
blowing smoke.
Man,
yeah.
That's crazy.
So much fun.
Now, listen, when we get back, y'all about to get into Big Girl Chronicles right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. We're right back. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
What's up, fam? It's Frank.
And Tyra. Tune in to Keeping the Fire.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716. Are you ready to launch your business, but you don't know where to begin? Join the Iberio Business Center online program, which serves the Finger Lakes in Rochester, New York. The business course is offered in both English and in Spanish. Take advantage of the different speakers and their expertise throughout this course. The online program includes a pitch competition, which will assist you with funding for your business. For more information, visit iberio.org or call 716-418-4782.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here in Jack Faith Hope Club. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
TQ, I Am, the Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Sure is on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and I know it's been a while since I dropped a chronicle on you, but I want to talk about trusting the process. So here's what's been going on in life, in situations, and I actually found out my dad does not know how to tune into the radio station, so I'm about to put him on blast a little bit. So
everybody
like
getting it today.
Everybody. So having some conversations with my dad and his life movements and some of the choices that he has made, whether I agreed with them or not. has caused a lot of up and downs, not in our relationship, just in how it's affecting my personal life, and just trying to learn how to manage. Because for a season, y'all know I'm an avid therapy goer, but my therapist was on sick leave for a little bit, so couldn't really navigate through therapy. And of course, I'm a believer, so I was talking to God, but a lot of things was just still going on. Then to get the news that my job cut me short, and today is actually my last day, got that news. So it was just like, okay, what in the world is going on? How can I continue to keep saying that thing, keep uplifting the people, keep saying that everything's going to be positive when it feels like the world is really turning upside down? And I had to understand that trusting the process is something that we always say, but we never deal with the uncomfortable factors of trusting the process, where we can see things going a certain way, we can make a plan, and God be like, nah. I was watching this video of this preacher, and the preacher was showing this demonstration about how this young lady was promised $300, but while the first person doing the demonstration went right to the $300, this lady had to go all through the congregation, had to stop, go through all these turns, stop and minister to somebody, keep going. When it looked like she was about to get it, she was yanked in another direction, and it looked like, dang, I'm never going to get to the process. But after she went through everything, the promise of the $300 was there. And I kind of related to this video and understanding that everybody's journey is not going to look the same. While you may be connected to somebody who got directly to their promise, you may have to be the person that goes through different areas, different trials, different ups and downs, different uncomfortable situations. You may have to give when you don't really feel like you have anything to give, just to get to the promise. And if nothing else in the situation, I understood that when you are assigned to give, even when you are in need, it's definitely an assignment that you need to execute, because you don't know how close the promise is on the other side. You just really have to trust the process. And even though we may feel like the process is unfair because other people didn't have to go through it and we did, the outcome that you're getting is not the outcome that they got. So you have to understand that trusting the process is very necessary, but understand also that don't waver and don't compare your process to somebody else's, because you'll get frustrated and you'll stop in the middle and you won't reach your promise. For me, this time off, I understand that God needed me to have this time off for specific reasons, including things with my health. But I have to trust the process and understand, no matter what outside decisions are being made, God is still in control.
Yeah.
So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I just want to admonish you to trust the process. And understand your process is not going to look like everybody else's, because your promise is not like everybody else's.
Say that.
Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You're big people.
Yeah.
Know that.
No, that's valid. Like, it's on God. It's on God. And I think that the process is just what it is. It's designed to make, to build, to restore, to refrain, to get rid of. It is something that is uncomfortable at times, but required in the development for you to get to where he wants you to be. And some stuff don't make sense. Like, he'll give you pieces of stuff that don't fit where you are for what you are, but down the line you realize, oh, you gave it to me already. I thought I needed it for one thing, but it really was something else. God, I thank you.
In fact.
And that's just been my life story. That's been the process. That's been what it is. Like, for example, I was getting ready to buy new boom mics for this table that I got. But these mics fit right in the table that I got. Perfectly. And they rotate with stability. Perfectly. But he gave me these mics 2 years ago.
Right.
But who knew I was getting the table? I mean, he in his infinite wisdom.
Right.
And being all knowing, he just knows how to set things up. And I think even with I'm gonna talk about it every time I talk about it, even with the floor process, I ain't gonna trust the process. Whatever it takes. All right, so be it.
Fact.
And that's something that you got to be willing to accept. Now let's get into this question of the day, which is, and I'll wait.
Is it possible to fully trust your partner in a relationship? Or what was the rest of it?
Or is some level of suspicion and doubt always present?
I don't need to doubt you until you show me that I need to doubt you. because the only way to trust is to trust for me.
Facts.
So if I trust you, I trust you. But then if, like for example, I lie all the time. I'm yeah, doing these confessions today, and it's not always out of this deceit or
No facts.
whatever. I make statements that just seem like they make sense and that they're true. She asked me a question, something random like, "Why do birds chirp?" Well, the body inside them, and I will make it up and just say it off the cuff. She'd be like, "Oh, that's this man." But is that true? I don't even know. Like I'm talking about work. If you're watching, even as a man of God, I lie frequently. But it's not like a deceptive, I'm trying to get something over on you lie.
Yeah.
It's just random off the top answers that don't really have true value. Ask me a question.
Okay. Where'd you get your hat from?
From the store down the street. Just mad random. No, I didn't. This hat came from the pastor's daughter. her line, but it's just random stuff. Y'all don't judge me. And you a preacher? Yeah. I don't lie on the word of
God. I'm not gonna say I don't lie. I will lie to not hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
like
lying elders out here.
Josh said being confidently wrong and lying are two different things. That's valid.
Yeah.
Because if I know you in a sensitive place, I don't want to hurt your feelings and be like, do I look ugly in this?
Don't come over.
Well, to be honest,
do you feel beautiful in it?
Yes, switcheroo.
Go with that.
Like, how do you feel in that?
How do you feel in that?
Right. Like I'll try not to make people feel bad. Like
what do you see?
But if it gets to the point where I have to like tell the honest truth, I'll tell it, but I try to be soft about it. Be like, does this cologne smell good on me? No. It makes you smell musty. Like, because if I tell you a lie and say yes, you're gonna wear it around me all the time, and I'm gonna smell must all the time.
That's crazy. Dang.
Then we in public and people gonna smell you, and you gonna be musty.
But see, they might not think it's musty. You just might think it's musty,
or
it's just musty.
Did the cologne just makes them smell musty? And then we in public, and they be like, "Why should you let him be musty?"
It is red musk. It is Egyptian musk.
Only thing I find that makes people smell musty is Axe body spray.
What happened with Axe body spray is that there is a scent to it that's like Axe. I know it's Axe. I don't care. There's a base accent.
No facts.
I heard the base accent.
Right.
But there's
no.
I don't want to talk about the people.
But it's legit. Like you can tell when somebody left the gym, kind of like washed up and threw the. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all.
It is often. Yeah.
Then you got like the basketballers that try to cover up the must. No, that's not.
Even though the Axe body spray for women smells really nice. It's a little pink joint, pink and white body.
I think that
I like it.
I believe
You got to just have the right body chemistry for it. Because if you don't.
But it's there is a and maybe it's not in women, and I gotta check and see. But there is the Axe aromas can change, but there is legit a base Axe. That's Axe. Like as if it's an identity. Yeah.
Like Bob.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Bob
like,
body spray. Like no, them joints all stink.
Wash your tail efficiently.
No, lying to preserve feelings. My fault. Lying to preserve feelings is a problem for people that are perceptive. Not only are you wrong in some way, but being lied to can add insult to injury.
It's very true,
valid.
Josh.
Yo, Josh be dropping.
Yeah.
I tried.
Right
there.
Listen,
I don't know. I try not to lie. Like I try to be as honest as possible and figure out the right way to say certain things.
I know how you say it.
However,
No, go ahead.
yeah, I just like I don't know. I don't like being lied to, so I try not to lie to other people. Obviously, there are times where you kind of have to omit parts of the story.
Valid.
I would say that more omitting versus fabricating.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just in trouble all the time. I don't intentionally omit because I'm trying to get to a point of the story.
Facts.
As a man,
I just leave certain parts.
so then what ends up happening is down the line, I say something, and then you're like, you didn't mention that in the because I was trying to get to a point at that time of the story. That person wasn't important. This person wasn't important. I was trying to get to the fact of what was said instead. So they be like, oh, you never lied to me. I didn't even know what
Right. It's like I got into an accident and then Shirley was there. This lady, Shirley, who is Shirley? I didn't tell you that because I didn't want to have this conversation with you.
Shirley is a girl from the corner.
Right, she just either way you explain it is sound bad, so you avoid
Did
it.
you tell me something that did? Oh, you was with who? Oh, okay. I ain't never met that person before. Oh,
Me either. I didn't meet her either.
Me,
that was my first time meeting her. That's why I didn't speak of her. She was unimportant.
I would say, even as far as relationship goes, I think that because of the way that I grew up and the things I experienced, I'll always have just that slight little mistrust until I'm like, I feel like unless I meet somebody that truly, but even then, because there are things that I feel is not so much that you're not trusting the person, but it can look a certain kind of way. And unless you're having that communication,
yeah, and I think
you
that
know,
I think that the communication is important because if you don't say this, how deep can you love me if you don't trust me? Like
so,
how
yeah.
how far? And I get it because you can't put your trust in no man. Every man is flawed. There has to be an openness or willingness, you know, this could be a thing. The question is, are you willing to take the risk to love me and to trust me?
I don't think trust and love are equal. Like, I wouldn't say that, like, I could love somebody with my whole entire soul, but that doesn't mean that I necessarily 100% trust them. I guess for me though, but see, this is just me. Like, I don't trust anybody. Like, everybody, you know, like, unless
everybody's,
you know, it's just because I have been through so much that, you know, even the people that you are supposed to be able to just freely trust, like, I just couldn't do that because situations happen.
I hear
so, you know, you kind of always being like a little bit on your toes with.
But then I to live on your toes is exhausting.
Yeah,
it's like I get it that anybody can do anything at any point. It can happen.
Valid.
But for me to have the idea, oh, I love you. That just you take love out of the equation. I'm rocking with you, but I just can't trust you.
It's something that
it's always a second guess, or then I don't let myself go. The question too is it restricting? Like I can't go but so far because I don't trust you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like how
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
it's more for me, I would say it's more of like it's subconscious. Like it's subconscious, but it's not like something that I'm focusing on. Like I'm focusing on building the trust. I'm focusing on, okay, I know that you have presented yourself this way. And so far things have been exactly how you have presented yourself. Like when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I don't just start the relationship just not trusting them, period. Like I give them, you know, let me find out who you are first and how you operate and stuff like that. And then for me, it's like, you know, maybe a little situation may happen. But because I already have that subconscious, like I don't really trust 100%, you know, with everybody. It kind of, I feel like it exasperates the situation a little bit. So now,
But I think if
You
you
know.
go into the mind frame of having that distrust, the subconscious distrust, it's always going to pose a problem in relationships, even when the person, because no relationship's perfect. Everybody's going to make a mistake someplace. But if that trigger automatically goes to I can't trust you, it's going to affect every relationship that you're in, because at some point there's always going to be disappointment somewhere.
right.
So it's like there's never going to be a successful relationship if it's like a, oh, you messed up. Now my subconscious is saying that I can't trust you at all, or the person just messed up. Like, I think that kind of affects relationships a lot. Like, my baseline lie is I'm fine. That is just know if you're dating me, that is going to be a baseline lie. Howard, I'm fine. I'm clean lying. Like, but that's my way of saying, like, because sometimes when I say I don't want to talk about it, they're like, well, babe, you need to talk about it. I'm fine. You're going to get that baseline lie. Like,
Right.
I'm fine just because I don't feel like talking about it. But I feel like if I just continue to like keep holding on to, I'm not going to talk to you eventually, like it'll affect all my relationships. So I feel like even just like the mess up factor, I give people grace, but not grace to cheat. Like, there's a certain grace I'll give you, like, okay, we're starting this thing, we're doing this thing, so we're both going to make mistakes.
Right.
But after we make a mistake and you keep doing that, it's no longer a mistake. Or, and I'm not talking about necessarily like cheating, but I'm just saying like certain situations that can lead up to cheating.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of just like, I think a lot of, and this is just from conversations that I've had with guys older than me, it's like I made a mistake and I was just in the wrong situation. I was with my boys and they brought girls around.
Right.
But because she couldn't let this one situation go, I ended up like okay, since you feel I'm out here,
I'm out here.
I'm out here now. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was literally just with my boys. My boys didn't tell me they was bringing girls, and I was just literally on my phone, like chilling.
So, great example. It's not you I don't trust. It's your friends I don't trust. Like, if your friends are like, I've just recently come across this idea. Like, if your friends are untrustworthy, I have a problem trusting you a little bit, because birds of a feather flock together.
It's not always true. Somebody is an eagle trying to help other people be eagles.
You know, it
The only
sounds
reason why I
good,
say that
but
is because I was the friend. I'm not this core group anymore, but I was the friend that wasn't the raggedy one. Like, like I was trying to help people get their life together. Like, I was the lean on friend. It was like, dang, I need help, and this is the person that's gonna help me, stop being raggedy. So that's why I don't like the whole birds of a feather, because sometimes you are the person that's helping the other people.
no, I
get
get it.
themselves together.
I get it 100%. But then there's often times where the friend isn't living very integral. You get what I'm saying? And it causes me to question. You get what I'm saying? Well, if she could lie to her dude about what she doing and who she talking to, and you know what I'm saying, and y'all go out on a semi-consistent basis, what are you doing while she's doing what she's doing? You get what I'm saying? You ain't calling in and check up. You know what I'm saying? You out with the girls. What you
I
doing?
feel like that works both ways though. Like,
No,
even,
valid.
like even with guys and their guy friends, because
no, valid.
But at the same time, I agree with Jay Cherie, because I feel like I just thinking about like my friends, I love them to death, but 90% of the stuff that they do, I don't do. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Not granted.
but you might not be doing it, but are you checking them?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it sound good, because it's like,
you can only check your friends so much.
but
let
no,
me-
because
Or
then
you
you
choose
choose
to walk away.
No, seriously.
facts, because
But you can't. I'm sorry.
Go
I know
ahead,
you're
go
trying to get a thought. What I'm like, you can only check your friends to a certain point on certain things, right? For example, if I have a friend who is extremely promiscuous, right? I can only tell them, look, don't do that, don't do this, or talk to them about it, or explain. There's only so much that I can say before maybe they have to go through something to realize that's not good for them, or maybe they're just going to continue to do it. Period. I'm separating myself from that. I'm not like that. You could do that. you know, and if you're going to be doing certain things when we're together, like, then I won't be around on the, you know, on that level. Same way with drugs, like friends who do certain drugs and stuff like that. Like, I don't do those.
Facts.
Don't even call me. Like, I'm not coming over there.
I want to say, yeah, valid. I want to say this. The phrase still stands because truly birds of a feather flock together.
Fact.
That is a statement that literally crows
flock together.
The little brown birds, I don't know, they're called cardinals. I don't know, they're together. Those big cannon eagle things, they flock together. That's just a term. But I believe that also for us is we don't always know the inner workings of a thing. So therefore, all we have oftentimes is the perception of what's presented. And so we assume that, oh, yeah, that's what y'all do.
Facts.
Even on both ends. Like, I don't know the internal workings of the conversations between friends.
Facts.
So therefore, I can only assume that, oh, y'all just this crowd of people. And that's just perception. So I think that's something you got just from the outside looking in. I don't know that you're checking them. I don't know that you're having conversations. But if I see these 16 ratchets and you're one of the 16 ratchet, you might look a little different, but I'm still assuming
you're a little ratchet.
You might be a little ratchet. Okay?
You might be quiet. You might be standoffish, but
for sure. But I think that knowing your place is just it's just internal.
Valid, absolutely.
But,
and it's something that's gained over time.
Yeah.
Because like people be like, oh, you know, we've been in this relationship 6 months. I know them. You don't. You don't really, don't know. It's at least a year or two that you're in a relationship with somebody before you really know them because you're around their habits. You don't see them
even longer. I'll say even longer
in their seasons.
Legit, because
like you don't see every season.
I feel like it take longer. You really never really know somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like you have those instances where somebody might snap or somebody might go shoot up a school. I never would have thought. I know this person. They never seemed like the type. Yeah. Of course, they didn't want you to see that.
Right.
I've known them for their entire life.
Mm-hmm. And they
didn't want you to see that. Like,
valid. There's a few of those comments that he been going in.
That was it. That last the insult to injury was the last one.
So,
but and I mean Kevin's right though. Like, but this is why I study psychopaths. Like, no, not trying to be funny because like it's not just it's the psychology of it, but it's also like with Ted Bundy. Mm-hmm. He was married to a woman and was raising his daughter, raising her daughter while he was out killing people. Like he would kill somebody, wash his hands, go home, babe, what's for dinner? And she literally said it wasn't up until right before he got caught that she noticed something different about them. But they were together for like 6 years before it happened. Before she was like, something's just different. Like something different isn't happening. And he was
kind of cute.
And then like, you know, he got arrested because a girl like was killed and the police pulled him over for like a traffic light, ended up finding like all the materials that he was using to kill people. But like it took her 6 years to really like
see him
like something's just real different. Why is he off, like really off and kind of angry right now? Like it was just like, so I definitely agree.
Legit.
But that's also why I study sociopaths and psychopaths.
This is not, forgive me for those who have lost life, but it's like a bad day at work. This kill today was just not efficient. Just frustrated now. And it just wasn't a good, smooth. The plan of action didn't execute well today.
Yo, he didn't execute.
What's wrong? I can't tell you because this is my proclivity. It's not funny, but this is my proclivity. This is my issue. I can't tell you what's going on.
Facts.
Because he just came home.
I just killed her and I didn't kill her right.
Like shaky. He just seemed really distant, and she was like, normally he comes in and greets me. He went right to the shower. Oh, he was washing off blood, honey. Like, but like it took her, like I said, it took her 6 years. But that's also why I study sociopaths and psychopaths, because like I'm a pick up on the trail. Like, nah,
I to be honest, I don't like. I used to kind of be interested in it, but I don't know. I don't like
everybody
it.
got a little bit of crap.
Listen, what? When I say I be thinking about so much. Nah, but like
you trust me, but I'm not just.
Listen, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
I am liable.
Listen,
I check my calendar days sometimes. Can I do 6 months? No, I got stuff to do.
I can't do no time. No fact. Like I can't do no time. I like my freedom. So if I do something illegal, trust me, I'm not getting caught. I'm gonna go above and beyond to try not to get caught.
I'm just not efficient enough. I'm just
no facts. Mess around and spit at the crime scene. Mess around and
hands, hair follicles, footprints.
Did I call the police and ping myself at the same time?
Your location was on your phone.
No facts.
You made 8 phone calls near the towers.
Hello.
All the stuff.
No, one was emergency. Somebody, I'm out 16th and Pine. Just out here giving addresses.
Where you going? Where you going?
Ridiculous.
Yo. No, it was like honestly, the only like my thing is cult leaders. Like I have been actively studying Jim Jones because I want to understand people on TikTok. Please don't be offended by this. I was studying Jim Jones because I wanted to know how he convinced a lot of black people to go to Jonestown. Like David Koresh, 99% white people. Like it was like 2 black people with David Koresh. I wanted to know how Jim Jones got all these black people to follow him to Guyana.
Did you hear him preach?
I did. His messages did not compel me at all. The only thing I understood about him is that he went to the historically disenfranchised, so he set up stuff in black communities and brown communities. But I was like, black people are naturally suspicious, so I'll be like,
facts. But then it's like how much help did he
start
get?
out doing like advocacy for black people? He
was doing advocacy for black people, but then his message changed.
Yeah.
To like, it wasn't about God no more. It was about like, I'm your leader and you need to follow normal black people like,
No, actually, normal black people know because they do it right now in church. Okay.
Oh, valid.
Right today. Okay. How many people we got following, folks? Your message is just so off, not biblically sound, whatever. And it started off good. You started off compelling these people. Oh yeah, it's changed, it's different, it's new. We, unfortunately, sometimes we're like, oh my God, it's new, it's shiny, it's new. Now it's a trend, and we're on it.
Facts.
But we haven't vetted, and we're just moving with the movement. Oh, we're going to Ghana. Oh, yeah, going to Ghana. We're going. This with the people we going. Oh, we going to all. We can go have a good time. Your cousin, auntie, all them, we all out here. Great auntie. And back then, the household was a little different. So it was like, listen, if I go, you go. We all out. Come on, we out here. And so,
because I listened to one of his messages, and I was like, if that had been me, I would have walked in. He's like, I don't care about to sleep with a man or a woman. I'm out. Boom.
But they're like, oh, I'll be having stuff like that too.
But no, he was legit very charismatic. He was staging miracles, like stuff like that. Like he was really like having people in casts that didn't have broken legs, like cracking the cast. Take off running.
He became the false pillar of hope. He became because the
miracles,
signs, and wonders, and the prophetic, and those things, those are their design. They're designed to let me show you this God I serve. Let me it's designed to pull your heart, but when you put yourself in it and your own agenda, that's when you start messing people up. Yeah.
I think that when people do those certain things, that they get that spirit, whatever negative, evil, demonic spirit, but that spirit still has power in it. To compel people to do things and to be a part of something that they shouldn't be a part of, especially if they're not really seeking God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Persuasion is an equation.
Yeah. And he's like, I was like, you convinced over 900 people to kill themselves, but you took the punk way out and had somebody shoot you in the head.
What?
Oh yeah, he died from a bullet wound to the head. He didn't take the.
Did he kill himself?
No. Like one of his people, they said it wasn't self-inflicted.
So did they drink the juice afterwards?
Yeah,
because I would have left.
You just see them drinking that juice first.
No, so you don't die right away. So they assumed the person laying next to him was the one who killed him. So you don't die right away. Take the shot in.
Oh, got you.
Go down.
Got you. So wait, I thought they drank Kool-Aid.
No, they did.
Okay.
They did. It wasn't actually Kool-Aid. It was a purplish colored juice, but it had all the sides in it, like all the pesticides, all that. It was a whole bunch of drugs.
Oh wow.
Along with this purplish color, like juice, sleeping pills.
I'm trying
everything.
to figure out who was making it because I know they had to have passed out or something. when
No,
they was
so
making
they
it.
made. Welcome to my world, real quick. So they when he said so he did something called White Night. So what White Night was pretty much like a drill, basically like training the people that when the time came, and they said that pretty much the government was going to come in and raid the place. They would meet in the pavilion. After they meet in the pavilion, they would get all the buckets, put all the stuff in the buckets, and then start injecting people. So like that was the whole point of it. So they started with the kids first. They killed all the babies first, and then the parents, and then like it was that everybody didn't die.
No fact.
Like some people, one old lady hid. That would have been me. But other people, once they saw like the other people dying, like the last bit of them was probably like, nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head on out.
But yeah, so it was. That's why they said don't drink the Kool-Aid. It was a purplish color juice, but it was filled with all kind of medicines that can kill you.
It was that great.
But 900 and some people
That was the first
either died willingly or they were like forcing people to like take it. So they were like putting people in syringes and like stabbing them to take it. So yeah.
Oh.
Dude,
Yeah. See, I don't know. I just can't. The serial killer documentaries and stuff like that. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is.
Well,
It's
I
just
didn't
too
watch
much
the Dahmer joint. I haven't watched the confession tapes with Dahmer. I haven't watched the actual movie. Like I tried after like 4th episode, like no. But like for me, like when the Unabomber dies, like I hope they, for research purposes, I hope they preserve his brain because they believe it's neurological. Like you can see something in the neurons in their brain that is off from an actual brain, and that's what gets me. Is like the actual is being a serial killer or a sociopath or a psychopath. Can you see it in brain function, or does it look like a normal
that's scary.
brain?
No, I don't like that. I hate nothing about it.
No facts, Josh. I thought it was too.
That brain scanning me, and you about to do what you gonna do with me as a kid, and you see these signs. What you about to put me in a asylum? Now concentration camp? What about that?
Concentration camp?
That's gonna create the monster that you think.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, if just to say, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how we got here because it's Friday.
It's me.
Just assume that if our patterns or wavelengths, whatever the case may be, what is the resolve would be the biggest thing. And 2, if it's identified, what is it? But then I feel like Big Pharma gonna start putting everybody got a little. Here go a little bit of don't kill him. Kill shot. Like I think they did with ADHD. I don't think everybody doesn't have the situation.
No facts.
Some need some training and some different.
And plus, they were testing children too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
they were testing me like 4.
Right.
Like,
you're idiot. Every 4-year-old is hyper. Like there ain't no chill 4-year-old.
And the parents
No
are no training is just being different now. You know, so I just think that'd be scary. That's what I don't trust. Big Pharma.
No facts.
Hey, I trust you, but these killers out here. Here you go.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm not even going. I'm not doing
Make
it.
sure y'all tune into Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, I have all kinds of problems.
Because they killing us, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Dandelion, real quick, is one of the most beneficial plants to your body, but they out here got y'all killing it every summer. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
That's because it don't look good in my grass.
No,
no. Listen to me. Green grass look real good versus green and yellow. I'm just
but
saying. I'm okay. All right, if it ain't a yellow field, I'm just saying as presentation alone. I know. I got them
little yellow flowers ain't never hurt nobody.
Pills. I have them. Then it's called dandelion. But in the presentation of my grass, a one color, good pattern, just looks good on the front line.
It
and
do.
These sprinkled dots of yellow weed,
green and yellow, they go good together.
Then it's a weed. I'm not saying it's a bad weed, but it ain't the weed, but
it's good weed.
You killing my stuff.
That's why I'm living in a gated community. so I don't have to deal with that guilt.
Good morning. Oh, you about to say
That could save your life.
Rocco and Rocco
I was
killed
just
him. I didn't.
Could save
I
your
was
life.
thinking about a lot of stuff. So
Oh, yeah,
I was
you-
gonna say something, but then
Hold it.
yeah.
Make sure y'all tune in to Freaky Fridays today
Listen,
at 10
'cause-
p.m. because these are my conspirators, okay? And they got conspiracies, okay?
Yeah.
It's going on. Titi, good morning. Good morning, my aunt, all the way from, I don't know where you at anymore.
And Viv, love you.
Valid. Titi, where you in Dubai? Or you in Afghan? You around the world. You around the world.
All around the world.
Same. Valid. Listen, it's going down this morning. When we get back, we got some more conversations. It's going down. 5716, Big Frank in the morning. Swizzy.
Are you ready to launch your business, but you don't know where to begin? Join the Iberio Business Center online program, which serves the Finger Lakes in Rochester, New York. The business course is offered in both English and in Spanish. Take advantage of the different speakers and their expertise throughout this course. The online program includes a pitch competition, which will assist you with funding for your business. For more information, visit iberio.org or call 716-418-4782.
Here at Fire 716 Radio, we'd like to remind our listeners that the views and opinions expressed on our radio station are not necessarily those of the station itself, its employees, or its affiliates. We do not endorse any product or service discussed on our station. Furthermore, any advice, suggestions, or other information discussed on our station should not be considered professional advice and should not be followed without consulting a qualified professional. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Here at Fire 716 Radio, we'd like to remind our listeners that the
What's
views
up,
and opinions
everybody? It's
expressed on our
Kier
radio
here
station
in
are
Jack's
necessarily
Faith Hope Club. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
Fire 716, your boy, Big Frank. You're locked in to Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
What she said.
Yes, good morning. All right, you got church mess?
I do.
Ooh.
I got church best. So I'm gonna start with this one. Because why? Why are we here? This gay pastor claims he was anointed when he laid with his partner. So here's the thing. Here's the backstory because I watched the video. Please don't cancel her live. It's just church mess. So I watched the video. So it was two gay guys having a conversation, and then it was like, I guess, the actual pastor of the church. The one guy is no longer gay. So the gay pastor was
I'm not gay no more.
No, he's actually like legit, not Codwell, but real delivered with an ED, not a T.
Delivered.
So he was like, so you honestly trying to tell, like, he was checking his former partner. It was like, so you honestly trying to tell me you really think like this was a holy exchange? He was like, yes, when we were intimate, it was anointed. And he's like, how can you tell this lie? Like, the actual house pastor was just like, wow. Like,
yo, facts.
So like they were literally he was like, I felt the spirit when we were intimate. And so his former lover was going in on him and was like, you didn't feel the spirit, you felt a spirit.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, he was like, when we were together, this was anointed, holy experience. Like, I felt the Lord. I felt myself get ready to go up in tongues. Like, he was going in.
Yo.
So the pastor was like, and this is the reason why we need to seek deliverance in the Lord. Like, it was just messy because the guy was just on his own. Like, his partner was like, yo, I'm not gonna go with this.
You
Like,
No. I feel like his partner had to be thinking like, yeah, I must have put it down.
Nah, the spirit of this.
he said that he felt the anointing when they were being intimate.
You felt what you call climax.
Sir,
You felt
that was your spirit husband from them demons you having sex with.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I can't believe he said that. That is buck wild. Yeah.
Lost for words.
Yes.
Can't get them out.
But no.
Because now I gotta go be.
I just feel like
because when you are intimate with a person, there is a exchange,
Mm-hmm.
not both of fluid, but there's a spiritual soul tie connection. Now, I'm not gonna put the anointment of the Lord upon it.
Upon this,
But what if I am an anointed man of God, selected by God, chosen by God, and obedient to God, and I just got this proclivity, and He still decides to use me, but I'm fighting. This is not where I want to stay. I'm fighting deliverance, but I still find myself in this thing. In this exchange, do you get a piece of my oil? It's not how that works.
No.
Because they were, if you're going based on that theory, they were both technically chosen because they were both preachers.
But were they chosen?
I don't know.
No. Watch this. 'Cause you can still be out of order and selected. You can
Very much so.
Be a donkey and still be used. You can definitely be out. You can. It's a whole little situation. Nevertheless, identifying what you felt and what was, you gotta know the difference between. Because the climax and to feel for the moment to be satisfying to you, that is simply satisfying to the flesh and the body. The body.
The body.
I think necessarily that and you two may have had an intellectual exchange of a thing. I mean, literally, I'm not trying to get into the conversation of a thing. Depending on how you guys talk and you communicate, like, was y'all making love? Love's in it. That's how y'all, I'm expressing I love you.
Why
it's like, I don't want to say these things. I can only use them because I've been with my wife. But it's like, hey, we argued, we fought, now we're making up. That makeup sex is an exchange of energy that is different from what day to day was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for you to identify that energy as the anointing of God, I'll have to disagree.
Valid.
I believe that you can be satisfied with me and get the energy that I'm giving off. Fire 716 Radio.
Okay.
So but I fired the oil of God. I felt the spirit. You felt my spirit.
Felt lust.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say what I want to say next, but
So just to get through it.
Censor
just to get through it. Another church message was kind of funny. Ladies, when you are ministering, make sure that all of your garments are secure.
Yeah.
Because a woman of God was in the middle of a hard preach and her skirt fell.
Not only
did she have on undergarments?
Like, you couldn't see anything. She had the tutu on.
Yeah.
But she didn't even it just and she just like still there. It's just like
her armor bearer. First of all, her armor bearer was not sufficient because her armor bearer took a few minutes to get there. Ma'am, you are supposed to be right there.
Arms reach.
So the fact that your skirt was around your ankles for about 45 seconds, poor armor bearer. Like, get yourself together. But no, like, you couldn't see anything in the video, but it was kind of just like her skirt was just like, and she's like, and God did it. Like, no, ma'am. Reach and pick up.
Yo.
The other church mess I had, people, we have to watch while we stop naming some of these sermons. A man was preaching, extend your meat. Extend your meat. Granted, the context of it was talking about, making sure it was talking about meat in the land and making sure it was a place of flourishing and being, in a prosperous. He said, turn to your neighbor.
No way.
And say to your neighbor, extend your meat.
Oh my gosh. I would have been.
I would have left.
Would have been on the floor laughing in tears.
Why
Extend your meat.
Like, and then like the older people, so the older people were just like not getting it.
Yeah,
Like, they were
they-
just like, extend your meat, baby. The young people are like,
No.
Like, he was like, you got to have long meat.
My meat.
You got to have strong meat. You got to have full meat.
No, he did not, bro. Not long and strong.
In full meat.
Yo.
Just extend your meat. People just
He
do
knew
better.
what he was saying.
Just
I feel
do
like
better.
some of these pastors low key
Do it on purpose.
do this on purpose to kind of like
Good publicity.
feel relevant, but still get like
Yeah.
that publicity.
That's
'Cause, like
disgusting.
no,
Because think about it. I
because
mean,
they know the young folk gonna catch it.
even because the intention behind it is whatever
Extend
the
your meat.
intention, but he's trying to preach this message, and he knows that if he says it a certain kind of way, it's going to reach you,
No, it
regardless
must be.
if it makes you laugh or not. But the message is going to reach you now because
I'm
he
not gonna, but
extended
I'm
his
not
meat.
gonna hear the message because as soon as you say extend your meat, I'm checking out on you. Like I'm checking out on you. I'm texting my friend on the other side of church. Like, so we leaving now. Like we just this.
No facts, and then I'm gonna talk to my homeboy across the room. Extend your meat.
I guess it's going to be depending upon your setup.
Valid.
Because listen, I ain't gonna hold you. A foul name with a proper setup.
Too positive and a negative.
It engaged you.
Facts.
Okay. I don't know what his text of the message was. I don't know where he was coming from. I don't know if he was talking about offering or whatever the case. Or
He probably was talking about the fish and loaves.
No, he was talking. It was talking about the promise of always having more than enough. And had he used, I forgot what part was like there will always be meat in the land. There's some scripture I can't remember it right now, but
Always
he
be
was
meat in the land.
like as a form of promise,
Right.
But he extend your meat is a lot.
No facts.
Yeah,
No
it's
facts.
Extended.
Because when I think of extended, I think of like how he fed the multitude with.
so
you know what I'm
your
saying?
setup now, I'm just be a preacher who I am because it's like, hey, extend your meat. In other words, extend your reach. Go
Facts.
beyond because you've been limited to this place. So expand yourself.
Facts.
So depending upon how,
Nah,
my
mind
No,
If you legit, as my brother was like, today's message is expand your meat. I'm gonna be like, I'm out, because I'm not gonna be able to tune in.
You know that meme where the dude goes like he blinks his eyes.
It depends because I may
white
not
dude.
drop title in the beginning of the sermon.
Facts.
But if I've already gotten you.
You get scripture.
Like I've gone scripture.
2 points.
The 2 points I've already worked. You've already got me. I didn't use the word meat so many times that you understand it in a whole different concept.
Facts.
So now extend your meat. You now watch it. Just because you understand that now your mind is zoned out of extend my meat. We're not thinking about meat.
I
penis.
want you to preach it.
Oh,
I want you to preach
Because
it.
I'm praying to God my sermon that day.
Because
So
I've
I'm
already
gonna walk out.
watch how I already preached it. Extend your meat is not MEAT. It's MET because you got to start meeting people beyond the spectrum of where you are. Expand your horizon, expand where you're going, expand how you're going to. Because if you stay where you've been at, you stay what you always have. It's time to extend your meeting place. I don't play with.
Listen, that was great. That was
No,
great.
really?
I promise you, the ones who are with you are gonna be with you.
No facts.
But the ones whose minds don't work that way.
But watch it.
Yeah.
But it's all about setup because now the setup today is already disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have talked about meeting spaces.
Right.
I would have talked about meeting people. I would have discussed before I ever say extend your meat at all.
Facts.
I would have set the stage that we are meeting each other. We are going to a place, and you would have the probably too. But the majority of people, we're gonna be good. You know why? Because it's about setting the stage of production. Now, if you come out there talking about look at your neighbor and say neighbor extend your meat immediately, you are a failure. If you open up the title of the sermon is extend your meat, it's a done.
It's a done.
Because the phone is out on purpose.
Because he was
Look
like,
at your
gotta have
neighbor.
long meat, gotta have a strong. I'm like, yo,
Long meat. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Strong grip.
Too much for
Grip.
me right now.
I was just like, bro, no,
bro.
Especially getting that word. Yes, extend. Make it long and strong.
This word will break up marriages. Extend your. He said, extend your meat.
Yeah, extend it.
You ain't getting no meat.
You being disobedient. You not extending your meat.
The pastor told me this morning that I need to find somebody with long meat,
Strong meat.
strong meat, extended.
Yeah. So I mean, but that, and then somebody for church mess, just to close out, somebody posed the question: if somebody came up to you and swung on you in service,
I'm swinging back. No question.
what would you do?
We already in church. We could set your funeral up right now. It's not a problem.
They was like, if you said that you truly love God, would you swing back?
Yep.
First of all, you swung on me first.
God said, turn the other cheek just so you can get leverage.
We here. That's the same thing I was thinking.
Josh said that would have taken my mind out of it, regardless of the leader. Because I mean, even in the context that he said it, especially because Frank is such a strong speaker. For me, I would laugh. Like, extend your meat.
Yeah,
because you're such a strong,
fact.
because you are passionate when you preach the word of God. Give him some long meat. I'm gonna laugh and then walk out. And I'm gonna call all my sisters and be like, yo, let me tell you what your brother just preached today. He preached about long meat.
But see, my grandma, she would probably hear the same message, and she would take the message and understand for what they're, and she would probably, oh my gosh, Deanna, you should have been at church today. They was preaching so good. And I would be like, oh,
what
what
they preaching on? Extending your meat.
That's where I would, Grandma,
you sure?
I gave him an offering because he said that he could have long and strong meat.
Very interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I have for church.
Better get you some strong meat.
Yeah, I think if somebody was to come up to me in church service and just swing on me, number one, what did I do to you for you to just come see me at church? Like, of all places.
I was about to be real petty and say something.
What?
Never mind.
Say it.
Nope. Some of the followers are.
Oh,
in a certain place.
Yeah, I just that would be my first question, but I'm 1,000,000% swinging back. Like, I'm sorry, just anybody that swings on me, you start swinging on me, I'm gonna swing back, and then we gotta have to ask questions afterwards because what's going on? Why did I just have to beat you down like that? Like, what's going on?
Why are we preparing for a funeral?
Right.
We just left church.
What's going on?
We just ended service. Like,
Q.
Nobody should be dead.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing? Q, take me to the king. And now.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We are out of time.
Oh,
it's
facts.
been good. Listen, next time you see us, we'll be in a new spot, new location, different background.
Chill.
It's going down. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. I holler at y'all. Peace, love, and soul, and hair grease and smooth like butter.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
End it.